Hello everyone, this is Cassian speaking, and I'll be your host for this Let's Try of Aedemphia. It's a pretty long game, but I intend to play it through. I wanted to launch the game straight from the desktop because it has some very unique additions which are really worth seeing. Before I forget, Aedemphia is a game made by Sylvain Delicy, also known by his nickname on the internet as Sylvain, very active in French-speaking communities, not so much in other English-speaking communities, but we're trying to convince him to do so. So I'll launch the game. As you can see, right away you have this really neat drawing of the main character of the game, and you also have it's pretty neat to have this launching screen, which you can find in most professional games, and it's really neat that he made the effort to have this little thing for his own game. So I'll launch the game and to show you what this game looks like. Alright, so this is it, boys and girls. This is Aedemphia, the game I'm sure a lot of you guys would like to play but can't because it's in French. So I'll be going through the various menus of the main title. So I'll begin from the bottom actually. This is quitter, to quit the game, leave the game, close the game, however you want to say it. Those are bonuses, so we'll check them out right away. Some posters, some pictures of the first version, some pictures of Aedemphia 2, and some artworks. We'll begin with the posters. You'll notice the posters don't look that great. This is because of the resolution limitation of the RPG Maker, which was used to make this game, but the original look really nice, trust me. Pictures from the first version. This is actually very funny. It's too bad there are only 3 of those pictures because wait until you see the new version 9.34, the one I'm playing right now, compared to this one. You'll see it is completely different, Some pictures of Aedemphia 2. I have no idea if this game will ever be completed, considering the first game. Sylvain has been working on the first game for more than 8 years. I don't know if he's willing to spend that much time on the second one. We'll see. And some artworks. So I won't give any information about the characters because you'll find out about them soon enough. Okay, so that's nice. The credits, a tutorial. I won't read that. I know how to play the game and I never read those anyway, no matter the game. This is to start a game. This is to load a game, previously saved. I'm sure you're familiar with this. Okay, this one. How to explain this as simply as possible. Okay, this is a summary of what happened before the game takes place. Just think of it as some sort of prologue, some sort of introduction that explains what happened before the game begins. The author had intended to make this a playable section of the game, but it's not going to be the case in this version. So I'll choose this option right now, and I'll translate the backstory to you right now. The Tale of Erzika. I'm going to translate the main idea for each page of text, otherwise this will take forever and you'll be bored to tears. So Erzika, that's the main character of the game, was born in a waste world where everything was covered with refuse and just like mountains of waste. This world was nicknamed the Dump for pretty good reason. But Erzika, she lived sheltered from this harsh existence. We can assume she was living in this place on the left-hand side, this sort of castle, which is called the Isoloir. There's a reference to isolation there. So yep. She was raised by a scientist called Chaos. Was working for her family, and she just lived in her own little world like a princess and didn't pay too much mind to what other people, the harsh life the other people were living in the outside of the bunker where she was living. She didn't spend a lot of time with her father because he was too busy in some sort of projects that only he and Chaos knew about. One day she was captured by Ehun, a guy living on the outside world, I mean in the waste. And he wasn't a bad guy, he just tried to make her understand what was actually happening in the wasteland. And make her acquainted with his own little group of survivors. She found out that Chaos and her father were authorizing, or there was some kind of massacres done by the bunker's guard. And Ilzga finally found out that Chaos, that's the scientist, found out about a project which was initiated by her father to build some kind of bridge and open a rift, to another world, so that they can, leave this wasteland behind and, reach a utopia and brand new world. So they used they were using the people's life essence or life force to build to trigger this rift, or to build this bridge between dimensions. Nobody managed to stop Chaos in time. The bridge was finally built, but things didn't turn out the way everyone expected them to. There was a huge cataclysm, and everything was destroyed. Anyways, everything was being destroyed. In the confusion, during the chaos that ensued this cataclysm, the inhabitants of the wasteland entered the isoloir, that's the bunker, and killed everyone they found there. Ehun died during that fight, and only Irzika managed to survive, and she left her world, the wasteland, which was being destroyed by going through the rift, which had just been opened. So this rift took her to another dimension. That's the world of Estarzal, and although it was a difficult place to live, it was a new home for her. This is where she met Ufa, that's a young boy, and his master, Egaj. Ufa was trying to raise an army to overthrow the dictator of Hiume, the capital of the desert, where he came from, and that meant the dictator had killed Ufa's parents. So it's kind of like Ufa was seeking revenge, more or less. Crazy dream. Nobody really believed him, not even Ufa's master. But Ufa was determined not to give up. He was very ambitious and successful, and eventually he was known all over the land, and he became one of the greatest heroes of Estarzal. So soon he managed to assemble an army to overthrow that dictator. Finally, Ufa managed to get this army together, and he walked in the direction of Hiume to fight the dictator. He was part of the QIJS. I don't know how to say that. The quiz, I guess. And those kind of people have a shorter lifespan than humans, I guess. And he was almost as old as Irzika, who had never left his side. So they decided to. So all three of them in the army decided to attack the dictator. And the game is about to start when our party, those three people, Ufa's master, and Irzika, are about to attack the dictator. Oh, okay, this is not very important. It's just saying it's not important at all.